Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm running late. I did say that I would be doing this every second Wednesday because I am extremely busy with life. So I'm in my basement and I'm getting myself together because I am going to do a quick meal prep, take care of a few clients, and then I gotta go to the gym myself. Good morning. So I'm in my walk-in closet in my basement, which it's about to be transferred upstairs. So that is going to be a series for my my beauty channel, and I'm probably going to do it live. Right now I got a lot of people trying to buy my cell phone. I have 2 cell phones, so I need to cut this music off. So there's 2 things I'm showing you in this live feed today. Quickly, my salad and my smoothie meal prep. It's 10 o'clock. I don't feel hungry right now, so I'm probably not gonna have. I'm probably gonna have some detox tea. So I'm gonna show you that, and then I'm going to show you guys some pictures. They're all on my computer. I have a very large screen, so you guys should be able to see it. I couldn't figure out any other way to do it. I didn't want to transfer it all onto my phone and trying to show you this way, so I had a better idea of how we could do this. So let's see. Okay, I'm amazed that everybody's trying to steal my watch. They're not trying to steal it, but I think my hair is fine for right now. I wanted it to be some texture, so that's why I'm picking in it with my hair, but oh well, life must go on. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm dressed. Good morning, Jamie. Get my shoes. Oh God, now I don't know what shoes I'm wearing. So I'm in the basement of my home. It's a big, walk-in closet that I set up years ago. Well, it wouldn't have been that long, maybe about a year or so ago. It's always been down here for almost 10 years. Good morning. Well, not 10 years. Whoa, yes, it is 7 years. 7 years I've been down in this basement for my my walk-in closet. So these are the shoes I'm gonna wear. They're the Ferocious. I love these because today is Wednesday and it's leg day. So I'm gonna put these on. They're like little socks. They're really cool. They're really great for travel too. So that's one of the reasons why I like them. And they're the closest to being, barefoot. And I prefer to have that type of feeling when I'm doing lower body exercises instead of always wearing gym shoes that has all this crazy padding in it. So that's just me. But I haven't worn these in a while, so I'm going to wear them today. Yeah, they're the Vibram brand, so which is also the brand from I think it's Five Fingers, because I have those too. The shoes that look like feet or that have the toe inserts in them, that's where you can insert your toes in. Those, I have those. So I got these from Instagram. I saw them shown on Instagram, so that's when I decided to get them. They were like 50 bucks. And I don't have to worry about tying my shoes. So yeah, this is my walk-in closet. So stay tuned. Next week I'm going to be doing my walk-in closet by moving it upstairs in my home. Sorry, I had to cut the lights off. Someone asked me to show my shoes again, so I'll show you guys my shoes while I go up to my kitchen and get this basic meal prep done. These are my shoes. This is what they look like. So they're like little socks that kind of strap around, just like that. Good morning. And that's how it works. So they're really, really cool. And like I said, they're the Vibrant brand, like the 5-finger toe shoes. They're really cool. I like them. They work for me. Would you guys believe I've been only getting like 4 hours of sleep lately? I didn't go to sleep until almost 4 o'clock this morning. 4 o'clock this morning. I'm a nerd, so I don't play video games, but I love like Marvel and comics and Avengers and all of that stuff. So I was up watching Iron Fist because I'm trying to finish all of the 4. The Iron Fist was the only one I didn't watch because I don't know why I'm not that big of a fan of the Iron Fist, but because I ended up watching the Defenders. I watched Luke Cage, I watched Jessica Jones, and Daredevil, which is actually my favorite, is Daredevil. And then I said I gotta watch the Iron Fist since I missed that and didn't watch it. And I went right into watching the Defenders before watching Iron Fist. So I've been binge watching that. And then people are telling me I should binge watch Game of Thrones. So I'm getting ready to prep really quick, and then I want to show you guys these pictures. Yeah, those are, I love. Netflix is my favorite. I don't have cable, not anymore. I used to have cable, but for what? So Netflix is my thing. I'm pulling out all of the ingredients that I need for my salad. Strawberries. So this is something that I have posed to my clients and I think I've mentioned this to you guys too, like maybe 2 weeks ago, about some basic things you can do to clean up your diet. It might seem boring, but it's best for you. It's best to eat more vegetables. So if you're not eating enough vegetables, you're not going to get healthy enough to lose the weight, if that's your goal. I also want you guys to stop thinking about losing weight, because that's stressful. Because you think it should move faster when it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that fast. And these pictures that I'm going to show you will prove what I mean. It's been 4 years that I've kept this weight off. So it's not something that just happened overnight for me. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so this is the protein that I use. This is from my supplement shop that I go to. So I usually don't have anything but fruit and greens with that, so I'll just prep it for now, because I'm not going to eat it. So I just want to sit everything out first, then show you and get onto these pictures. So I use one of these. I put all of the ingredients in there and then put it in the freezer until I'm ready to use it. So that's out. Greens. Is there anything else going with my salad? Oh, looks like I'm all set. Too bad I can't speed it up. This is too big of a... So I have a lot of Tupperware or plasticware, whatever you want to call it. So now I have red tops. You can find this kind of stuff at Walmart, Myers, Kroger's, you can find this, dollar store, you can find it anywhere. So don't get too caught up on trying to find it. I mean, you can find it at Amazon, on Amazon too, if you want the like containers that look like the professional bodybuilder containers that they use. You could do that if you want to. I'm pretty sure it's probably way more affordable, or maybe not. But this kind of stuff you can find anywhere. So right in the vicinity of everything that I need, so looks like I'm good. So when I wake up, I prep my salad and my smoothie. I have my smoothie first, and I usually have my salad for dinner. Midday, I have like some kind of protein, like eggs and spinach and kale and avocado. Or I might have broccoli, quinoa, dried cranberries, and just kind of mix that all up in a bowl. But I only eat 3 times a day now. That's it. So I'm going to cut this on because I need my tea. So I know you guys got questions. Probably won't have questions until I show you these pictures. So let's do this really quickly. You guys should be able to see. Good morning. Yeah, I only eat 3 times a day. I'm not a snacker, Lori. Nope, I'm not a snacker. And I eat large volume too. So don't get me wrong. It's just better balance for me. There's nothing wrong with eating 3 times a day. There's nothing wrong with eating 6 times a day. There's nothing wrong with eating once or twice. To each his own. But I think what matters most is what you're eating. If you're not going to eat that often, you might as well make sure you're putting in the best stuff in your body. So that's kind of... What is going on? Why are people trying to steal my Apple Watch? I'm trying to get another Apple Watch, but I'm selling the one that I have. I'm getting a lot of people asking for it. Okay, we will see. So let's just do this. It's hard for you to eat 6 meals. Before it wasn't, because there were smaller portions for me, and I had to do it to keep, it was a consistency for meal prepping, so I had to do it every 2.5 hours. But now I eat every 3, maybe 4 hours. So that's just how I've been eating lately. But it's been more so what I'm putting in my body that I'm more concerned with. So, and I'm usually very full anyway. So this is my salad. All the stuff that's going on here. Let's see. So mixed berries, frozen berries. It's good to use some type of frozen fruit. I like this because this is low on the glycemic index, lower in sugar. As far as the fruit is concerned, you can have bananas in it too. I just like to have them frozen, but this is for baby girl because she loves bananas. But wow, this is freaking cool. I didn't know that. So look at this. I didn't even know that this bag had that in there. This is cool. I really like this. That is about a cup, maybe a little bit less. So I'm going to use half of that. Oh God, I got that from Walmart. So I'm a little happy to see this like this. Would have never thought. So I don't put a lot in there, so let's throw that out. So I can leave this for tomorrow. So I just put my fruit in first. Still seems like too much fruit for me, but I'll be okay. Fruit, protein. And then that goes in there. And I don't use almond milk or anything else. I just use water. This is just prepping it for today. It only takes me a few minutes to prep my meal, so. Powdered peanut butter, good. Yes, I don't have any more of it because I use it a lot. I'm assuming you're talking about this. PB2, yes, it's really good. It's low in fat, so it doesn't have as much as fat. So if you're on keto, I don't know if that would be the best. I buy my protein from Dynamite Nutrition here in Royal Oak, Michigan, or Ferndale, Michigan. No, it's in Hazel Park. So it's in Michigan, so it's close by. He's a bodybuilder, and me and my brother are familiar with him, and he has his own supplement shop. But this is good. So this PB2 or any other PB2 is really good. But it's low in the fat content, so if you're doing a keto diet, be careful. Cool. So just making sure. So that's just how I prep it. So when I'm ready to consume it, I just put water in it, and I put a high amount in it. I put it up to the top because it blends better and it blends well. So having what we call a green smoothie every morning is really, really good for your body. I know a lot of things has gotten better as far as my skin, as far as my hair, as far as my eyesight, my focus. Like, this is clean eating. Yep, so just trying to eat better is really, really important. So that's done. I just put this in the freezer until I'm ready to use it. And then I contend with this salad, which is a very large handful, as much as I can get of salad that I put, you know, of greens. This is spinach and kale. This up. Walnuts. You usually get a nice handful. And this is what I mean by eating in volumes. Usually with walnuts, the serving size for walnuts is, this is 1/4 of a cup, so it's about my hand. So that's what the serving size says on the bag, that it's about 200 calories for 1/4 cup. So if you're not able to use this, or you don't purchase this, or you don't have this, your hand is a good indicator. So let's see how that works. Then I have my eggs, which I actually cut these up and put them in there. I tend to boil my eggs the day before, or if not, the day of, and then have them off to the side. So I have walnuts, spinach and kale, and then I cut up strawberries. So check them out, cut them in half. I don't like to buy the ones that are already cut for you. One, because they seem like they're more expensive because somebody had to put their hands on them and cut them for you. And not only that, they last longer. I mean, I'm not expecting for them to last for weeks. I mean, you should be eating your food. If you're buying it, eat it. But I noticed the ones that are already cut, if you wait too long to use them, they don't last long. So which I'm okay with that. I don't want my food to last that long. I want to eat it. That's the whole point of being healthy. All right. And I think last but not least, I do love dried cranberries. I guess they call them craisins. I do like these in my salad. I really just do somewhat of a pinch of what I can get into my fingertips. That's it. I don't go more than that, even though it says on here you can. It says you can do 1/4 cup, which again, I mentioned that's just the cup of your hand. So, and it would only be like 180 calories. So, but I don't even go that far up because I already have strawberries in there and I don't need extra sweetness. So, croutons are, this is an alternative to croutons, okay? So it's better to just have this or like the red pepper ones, but crispy onions or crispy red peppers or something like that. If you just need that extra crunch in your salad, I prefer these two types. The croutons just, it's bread to me, so, and unless they got Ezekiel bread croutons, I don't want it. But it's just, it's not that it's bad for you, it's just a better way of cleaning up your diet. So if you, just real nice. So if you eat croutons, I'm not trying to steer you away from it, but sometimes those are just the little bitty things that you can change to clean your diet up just a little bit more. So you gotta look at food differently. I mean, food is supposed to be pleasurable. It's supposed to taste good, so make it taste good. But food is like medicine. God made it for us to eat it. Eat it. Stop eating the stuff that man made for us to spend our money on and then spend even more money on because you're paying freaking medical bills because you're sick from the crap that they're either putting in our food or the foods that you're eating that's not really food. I don't even know what to call it. It's not food. So my salad is done. And that's it. So real quick, it's all done. So I'm gonna cut this up later. So my salad's done. I just put it back in the refrigerator along with my smoothie when I'm ready to have it. And then I can show you guys what my tea is going to be and how I sweeten my tea. Do a video about what? Please tell me what you mean. About the food industry and what's best and what's not best and fake foods. I can give you a few clues now. I don't know what's going on, and I'm doing some research about bananas now. And I'm almost worried that we're not eating real bananas. I think we're eating GMOs. GMO means genetically modified organism or genetically modified foods. That's what GMOs are. When they tell you it's not made with GMOs, usually it is a GMO. So, I mean, in this case, there's nothing we can really do about it because they're genetically modifying the foods that we are supposed to eat. Like corn. Corn is not necessarily bad for us. However, we can't process it or digest it well because it's not real in a sense. It's genetically modified. So, I mean, there's not much we can do with that when it comes to certain fruits and vegetables, those things that God put on the earth for us to eat. But anything else is pretty much man-made foods. They're on the shelves. Yeah, the shape and texture of grapes has changed. Not only that, making seedless grapes is a problem. Like, don't even pick up seedless grapes. Foods have seeds in them, especially fruits. They have seeds. So why am I, that's genetically modified. So just be careful. There's nothing wrong with eating grapes. Yeah, okay, that's what I was reading about. In certain countries, the bananas are smaller than this. This is a banana. These are bananas. And then I also have plantains too. So, I mean, you can kind of get them mixed up. But Again, there's nothing much you can really do about it. I think even our sweet potatoes are really large here in the States. Like, this is a sweet potato. This is pretty large. It's just how our food is. Yep, don't mess with grapes unless they have seeds in it. So, cinnamon berry probiotic balanced tea. I'll either have this, the green tea instead of coffee. It's totally up to you. Or I'll do a detox tea. When they say organic foods, they are saying that it's not genetically modified foods. However, as a marketing major, they're putting organic on the word cereal boxes. What the heck does that mean? You know, what does that mean? Watch out for fruits and vegetables that aren't in season. Well, I can't really say that because the world is pretty big, and that doesn't mean we're getting all of our foods from the country or the state that we live in. We may be getting it from other areas where it grows in that area no matter what the season is, and then we get it. Because seasons aren't the same all over the world. So just because it's not in season in where you live doesn't mean it's not in season in another area of the world, and they're exporting it to us. So don't I wouldn't say be careful of that kind of thing. Someone said be careful of foods that aren't in season, and they have it like you can't you don't want to do that, because then you won't eat at all. I'm being funny, but that would make me not want to eat at all. Everything is suspect. So just vegetables. I mean, you don't hear as much with your vegetables as being genetically modified, other than peas and corn. And I think it has everything to do with how or what it's made, or, you know, I'm not a scientist by any means, but there's just certain foods that are genetically modified, and you hear more of it with your fruits than you do hear with it with vegetables. The only thing that becomes a problem with vegetables is pesticides. So when they put the word organic, broccoli, I haven't known it to be genetically modified. I've tried finding as much information as I can, and I'm getting cross information, because there are people who are putting things out there saying certain things are genetically modified that aren't, because they're trying to steer you away from something to get you to do something else. I've heard cucumbers are genetically modified because they're supposed to have seeds, but some of the ones that I've come across don't have seeds in them, so I haven't had cucumbers lately, and I love cucumbers in my salad. However, it's still good for you, and at this point in the way the world is right now, those are things you just can't avoid. So it's just a matter of, am I going to eat this cucumber that has no seeds in it, or I'm going to eat this hamburger from McDonald's? I mean, there is called having a healthier choice, no matter if it's been tampered with. So it's kind of like there's not much you can do. Broccoli is fine. Yeah, you just don't know. Not everybody can eat broccoli either. So I think I want I don't know, which one should I have? The detox or the probiotic one? Yeah, I haven't had seedless watermelon, so. But yeah, when you're hearing about seedless things with your fruits, that's something you have to be careful of. So they usually say if it has seeds in it, they'll call it organic grapes or organic this. There are certain stores like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and stuff where they try to be mindful of having those kind of things in their store that's natural for us, but just eat the food. Don't let it scare you into not eating it, and then you go off eating worse because you're afraid of whether it's real food or not. I mean, it's genetically modified, unfortunately, but I guess what I'm trying to say is just eat foods God made you. I know it's been tampered with, but stop eating McDonald's and all this junk food. You know, have fun with it. With your diet, it's okay to have cookies and cakes and pops every once in a while, but don't make that a part of your lifestyle. This is why people are sick, because their diet sucks. They don't want to eat this food. They got every reason in the world why they don't want to eat it. It don't taste right. It's always, sometimes it's just the dumbest things that people say. And it's not an attack. It's just, like, you really think about it. Like, is this making your life any healthier? Are you losing any kind of weight? Do you feel healthy? Do you feel good about yourself? Those foods don't just mess with your body, it also messes with your mindset too. So take that into consideration. Alright, I decided to have the probiotic tea because I want something warm, not that it's very cold here. And the sweetener that I use is honey, or what is it? Where's my stevia? Did I put it in here or did I get rid of it? Well, I've shown this to my clients before. Where's my stevia? Oh, can't find it, but this is sugar in the raw. I like this based on the calories is 20, which that's extremely low. Sugar is 5 grams. That's low, because like with honey and other sweeteners, it's like 60 in calories and probably close to like maybe 15, if not a little bit more, in sugar content. And yeah, this is pretty dang on low. So this is what I use for my teas. Not with my coffee. With my coffee, I use like an almond milk creamer, or the most common like fat bombers or high fat, like with grass-fed butter and coconut oil. That still tastes good. But for the most part, with my coffee, it's almond creamer, like almond milk creamer. And for my teas, it's either honey or this. And I have really just a tablespoon of it. Like, this is the best that I can do if you don't have a real tablespoon. Like the real measuring cup, like don't go overboard. You don't need 2, just 1. I have other teas too. I have black teas. I love black teas too, like cinnamon teas, pumpkin spice, since that's like the fall season here in Michigan and probably in other areas too. But now I'm going to go into my room and I'm going to show you guys these pictures. So, taking pictures. 2 things that will lie to you. Yourself and the scale. You can lie to yourself. If you're used to seeing yourself in the mirror, a lot of times you may not even notice the change. You may not even notice a ½ inch going in your waistline. You may not even notice the slightest of anything, because you're just used to seeing yourself in the mirror. And what you see in the mirror and what your brain sees sometimes can be 2 different things. So, you can lie to yourself, and that can stall your progress, and that can also mean that that's self-sabotaging behavior. Which that means taking pictures is necessary, because getting on the scale is also self-sabotaging, For some, not all people, some people watch their progress by paying attention to the scale. When they gain weight, they don't go overboard with it because they understand that there could be many factors as far as water weight, how their body reacts to certain foods, that can cause water gain as opposed to fat. Because most people just think, oh my God, I gained 5 pounds of fat. No, unless you're eating 3,500 calories over what you eat every day, you're not gaining fat back. You're gaining water weight. It's a lot of water weight. And as women, we tend to retain a lot of water. So I'm in my room, and I'm going to show you the pictures that I have taken over the course of 4 years of doing this. The reason why I took pictures during my weight loss journey is because I understand those two factors, what our mind sees and what the scale tells us. When I started off my weight loss journey, started off with my diet, took Nina Detox for 2 months, was the 30-day sampler that I used. I was doing a lot of waist training during that time too. I was using GLV, so I was using all these different avenues and these different things. And yes, they did work for me. After about a year or so, I stopped doing a lot of the, well, I don't want to say I stopped doing a lot of, I just stuck with just waist training for the period of time, but stuck with my diet more so than anything, and then looking into fat burners and actual meal plans that brought my body fat percentage down, and making sure that I drink more water. But I started taking pictures because I didn't own a scale at the time. I didn't get a scale until maybe about a year or so later, after getting down to 150 pounds. The company sent a scale to me, and I did a review on the scale and noticed that my body fat percentage had dropped from like 32% to 25%, and I was 150 pounds. So, which that was not bad. My goal was to try to get to 20, I think it was 20% body fat, and I got down to 19. I shot back up to like 22. I shot down to 22, stayed at 22 because I was 172 pounds, but that was from gaining the muscle, and my regimen was a little bit different because I was building muscle at that time. And when you're trying to build muscle, you build fat as well. So that's just how my body as a mesomorph works. So, oh my God, I have so many pictures. So I have a folder. So I hope you guys can see this clearly. So I have my, everything's going on. So this is my weight loss journey folder. So I have everything grouped, like categorized. Everything is on this external hard drive that I have. And I have dated physique updates. These are fairly new, during my prep for my first show. And then I have, where is they? They're here. Pictures. So I have before and after edited, before and after raw. I have the GLV progress. I have old pictures of me, and then I have, what are the random images? I'm a little afraid what those are. I don't mind showing you guys because I know they can't be that crazy, but yeah, okay, so those are just random ones. But the before and after raw is what I want to show you. And I'm going to pull these out as much as I can. They're all dated. So what I did was I've taken pictures. Most of them have, all of them have been from my cell phone. And because I have Dropbox, they automatically download to my Dropbox account. And then I would transfer them to my folder on my external hard drive. So you guys are familiar with this picture. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so this one, you're familiar with this picture. That's me. Solid 220 pounds. Not fat, I was inflamed. I mean, yeah, I was fat, but I was inflamed. That was my starting point. So it was 38 triple D. I mean, and this date is August 11th, 2013. So I decided to take the pictures about 2 or 3 days after I really started to work with my diet. So these are all pretty much the first group of pictures. And then when I date or I'll go back to them, like you can see, this is 2013. Like my waistline was slowly coming down. This is 2013. So when people think that I just got small in a matter of weeks, it took time. In my waistline, I know some of you have watched me and said, oh my gosh, she's gotten her waistline down so fast. No, I didn't. Don't let that fool you. It's just my body type. I have a short waist, and my smallest point of my waist is actually just below my breast. So right where my belly button is, that's the most important part where you want to lose all of the weight at. So, and I hold a lot of water in that area. So those are just months apart. Let's go back. This is October, the one with the leopard bra on, and then this is in November. So that's months apart. I would not have seen this if I hadn't taken pictures. I would have still thought that I looked like this. So this is why you want to take pictures. And then this is 2014. This is January. So notice the difference. I understand that sometimes, and I'm speaking to my clients as well, I understand sometimes taking pictures of yourself can be so disheartening because you don't like what you see in the mirror, but it's okay. Yeah, it's the same thing with me. That is the last place I lost it. If you notice my arms and everything, like muscle was there. Muscle has always been there because I was a freaking pole dancer, a pole competitor. So I was strong, so the muscle was there. But all of this weight gain in my abdomen came from stress. The stress and bad eating habits. I was exercising. I was an active person, but it doesn't mean anything if your diet is not right. You have to have the right diet, period. So these are, this is October, this is November, and then the white bra, that's in January. So I'm just showing you guys all of my pictures so you guys will get an idea. This is when I started doing waist training, was in December. So to the people who don't think waist training works, tell them to go screw themselves, because it does. It works. I have pictures that shows that it works. This is 2015. So, and I wasn't even wearing a waist trainer at this time. I was on this one. So I took lots of pictures. You cannot be afraid to take pictures, because if you don't take pictures, you won't see progress. So losing weight in your, this one doesn't look like it's that easy for you guys to see. But I didn't have much shape below the belt because I hadn't really started working out in the gym until later on. So when I started working out in the gym, like in 2014, I was taking pictures in there. I didn't care. You know, my upper body would show. The back rolls would hurt your feelings. Yes, I gained a lot of weight in my back. So I wore it only when I work out. When I started doing waist training, there were times where I would wear it every day and all day. And then after a while, I noticed that it was just better to just wear it during working out. It helped me, for me to be mindful of controlling that muscle, my abdomen muscles, to not just suck your belly in, but to tighten that area up. So that's one of the reasons why I did waist training. You sweat in that area, so that takes the water weight out of it. I want you guys to look closely at this. Look at this, okay? You see this? I just want you to look close. Look at my waistline. Don't think that I didn't have dimples and stretch marks and all of this stuff during my weight loss. No, I have not had any surgery. It's just a matter of me starting waist training to tighten that area up. So when you guys see recent pictures and videos of my waistline now, it's because I take care of my skin and I drink a lot of water. I did not start working out right away. Keep in mind, I was already active. My diet was what was my problem when it came to my waistline. So no, I didn't start, the bodybuilding aspect of my life until almost a year and a half after, the weight loss. I had gotten down to maybe 172 pounds, I believe, or no, 160 something before I even started weight training. This picture right here, I was about to do a pole performance. So you can't I can't say that. How do you bypass a plateau? It depends. There is no one way. There is no one way. I can't even say low carb, high protein, because that may not necessarily be it for you. I don't know what your plateau is. It may be something you might have to adjust with your diet, or you may need to add cardio into I don't know what your lifestyle is, so I can't really say what would work for a plateau. But yeah, see that? Don't get it twisted, guys. we do deal with loose skin. We do deal with dimpling as you're losing weight. But to care for your skin by drinking water and waist training does help that. Don't think it doesn't. There's other ones like here. This is I hope you guys would be able to see this one. This is 2014. Both are, so this one in the black here, this was 2014. This was January 3rd, and then this one was March 18th. So, starting to see abs and still have what we call that lower belly pooch. I mean, I'm a woman. We have it. It's okay. But if I did not take pictures, I would still see myself as big. I don't care what you think. You are going to continue to see yourself as that if you do not take pictures. This is when I really started weightlifting. It was 2014. This is mid 2014. So, I mean, it was showing in my arms. I mean, I've always been strong. Then this is me starting to slim down so it's a big difference. So whoa, these are like 2 weeks apart. So this is the first one, and then this is the second one. They're 2 weeks apart. Yeah, so upper body has always been an issue. It hasn't been an issue for me. It's always been waistline, but you can tell I've slimmed down. And I was doing a lot of cardio than I was weight training at this time. I have to be honest, a lot more cardio than anything. So the first one is April of 2014 on the 11th, and then 22 days. Well, not 22 days, a week later. This is April the 11th is the first one, and then April the 22nd is the second one. So, I mean, you could definitely see the slim down. So pictures. What are some other ones? This was June. So to my clients, if you're watching, this is why I tell you to take pictures and send them to me, because I can send you and show you what the differences are, how you slim down, what are you doing. I can tell by how you're sending in your meal plans, and then when I see the pictures, I know what to help you with. So yes, this is why I tell clients to send me pictures. You put them side by side from your beginning to your end, you see a big difference. And it helps you mentally to keep going. But you don't expect like extreme change. That's not, realistic. We're trying to do this slow. See, I didn't even have a butt then. My butt still seemed flat, but at this time, I think this was 2014, this was June, I believe I was at 150 at this point, because there is a picture, I believe, after that where I look really, really skinny. There it is. Like, I look really small. Where's the other one? So at this point, this is 2015, and this is May of 2015, and I was at 150 pounds. So that, I'm trying to see. I'm looking at questions. Some of these questions, you guys need a coach. You do, because your thought pattern is not, I can't say it's not right, but it's focused on the wrong thing. I believe this is 2015. I think I had gained a little bit more weight during this time. You can see it in my waistline, but I was okay with that because I actually like myself at this point. When I got down to like 140 something, I was way too small, and I do have videos of that, and I don't like being that small. So after 2015, somewhere in 2016, I gained weight. It's a big difference in how I gained weight. So this is me at 172, which is a big difference from this 172, because I know when I was 172, because I paid attention to where was I, this one. So see, 172 here, 172 here. It's a big difference. Yes, my diet, I have to say, was on point. I did not cheat. I did not eat crap. I just didn't. And not everybody can do that. I'm a all or nothing person. That's just my personality. And when I mean all or nothing, if I'm not going to do it right, I'm just not going to do it. So I prefer to do it right if I want the results that I'm going for. That's the mind frame. And when I mean focusing on diet was the one thing that I had to do, because one, that was my problem. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, look at my back. Like, this is me at 172. So 150, 172. So I was building muscle at this time. So when you start to gain weight, if you don't take pictures, you won't notice that you're gaining weight, because you're gaining muscle. You're not gaining fat. Especially if you are working out, or you're doing some kind of HIIT training, or a lot of things that, require pulling all your muscle groups together. Muscle makes a difference. Shaping your body. This 150, I mean, okay, I do like this phase. I did like this phase, but I had no muscle. I mean, I had muscle, but I was extremely slim. I gotta be so honest. During this time here, this is when I liked my body, was when I was at 172. Where'd it go? The picture was awesome. I was waist training too. When I was 172, and my upper body was just big. And I was fine with that. I like looking buff. I don't really like looking skinny. That's just me, what I like. But pictures make a difference. Muscle makes a difference. So waist training is it. There was another picture where I look a lot. Probably can't find them anymore because I don't have those, do I? Oh, here they are. Yeah, I was still small, but I was inflamed. You can tell in my waistline again. Like, big difference. So pictures, take pictures, guys. Don't be afraid to take pictures. Pictures say 1,000 words. Just to answer a few questions, and then I'm gonna kind of close this up. But this is my story. This is me. These are the pictures. I understand pictures tell the truth more than a scale will tell you, and more than your eye looking in the mirror will tell you. You have to take pictures. It's uncomfortable for a while. It's uncomfortable at first, but it does help you see even the smallest amount of change in your physique. And that way you can tell if what you're doing is working and keep it consistent. The problem is we don't see change, and then we feel we got to change something up. And you haven't given your body enough time to respond to what you're already doing to it. So when you're constantly changing up stuff because you're in a hurry to lose a pound or try to see the scale go down, or in your mind looking in the mirror and trying to see your waist smaller within a matter of days, that's unrealistic. Just focus on eating right, eating properly, eating a diet, and just take pictures. Workout, yes. Walking is good. Weight training is good. Do all of those things. But that diet, if you don't get it together and keep it consistent, that you can't expect any kind of progress. It's all a mind game. You have to play the mind game with yourself. For some people, it didn't take 12 weeks for me. It took 4 weeks for me. Because I wasn't necessarily, I was fat, I had high fat percentage, but I was more so inflamed. I had to get my intestines and everything, that inflammation out of my body. And it was because I wasn't drinking enough foods. I had foods I had, piles of shit, let's just say it. In your gut, because it wasn't like I was regular. I'm regular like 3 times, a day now, because my focus is on fruits and vegetables right now. So, fibrous carbs, that helps with your digestive system. Yeah, so it only was a couple of weeks for me to start seeing the progress. It's the same for anybody else. Even if it's the smallest amount of progress, progress is still progress. Yeah, you don't want to cut carbs. Okay, you don't want to look buff. I guess to each his own. If you want to look skinny, I mean, I don't know what that means. You don't want to look buff. You're looking at these girls on Instagram. I mean, you're a woman. You'll never bulk up unless you're taking steroids. Let's just be clear. Unless you're taking steroids, you're not going to look like a man. I'm buff. I like the way I look. I mean, I have no problems with it. I'm buff on the female or feminine way. Lean in tone, that's it. But the girls that you see that are extremely like muscularity and they're lean and big muscles, trust me, ladies, that is because they are taking antibiotics. They're taking antibiotic steroids. They're taking something for that. And there's ways you can do it and not, mess up yourself later. But it's not something I want to do. Yeah, oh, when you go plant-based. And I've recently did mostly, yeah, those women are full of testosterone. And unfortunately, me genetically, I have lower estrogen levels. My testosterone level is a little bit higher than normal for women. Which is why sometimes, and I can tell you guys, I've done videos on it where I hate that I get like hair under my chin. It's just, ridiculous. So my DHE level sometimes is pretty high, but it has everything to do with just, for me, my estrogen level is a little bit lower. So, which is why I probably, if you thought about it, probably look more masculine upper body than anything, because it's just, I'm a mesomorph. So that's my body type. And that's just my genetic pattern. So my back. Okay, yeah. So a lot of times that's with it. But those women aren't necessarily full of testosterone. They're full of steroids. It's a big difference. Anavar is a very well-known steroid that they use with women that doesn't have like the craziest side effects like steroids used to have. I mean, that's their life. That's what they want to do. And to be honest, I don't think they look all that bad. I mean, I don't. I think it looks nice. It works for them. If they're happy with it, I'm happy for them. But I just want the best physique possible for me. So I don't know how much I weigh right now. The last I weighed myself, I was 153, 155. I might have gone up a little bit because I've been in the gym quite lately. I'm looking at these pictures, and if you save your pictures, like I'm looking at these pictures and I'm like, oh my goodness, this was hard work, guys. This was hard work. This was work to get this waistline, not just my waistline, but my overall health and energy to the right place. So I was not focused on the scale or how much weight I wanted to lose per week. I didn't start thinking about that kind of stuff until I started prepping for shows. Then that's when I started paying attention to calories and macros and things like that, because that's just how the bodybuilding world calculates things to become stage lean or to be stage ready. So now that I understand that, I mean, if you're not prepping for a show, why worry about all of that? Don't worry about it. Eat fruits and vegetables. If you're a meat eater, eat good meat and just call it a day. Stay consistent. Keep it up. Stop psyching your mind out. Stop worrying about losing weight. Stop worrying about being thin, and just live the life. It will follow with it. Live the life. My focus was living the life. I wanted to live the life of someone who was an athlete. That's what I wanted. I wasn't thinking about trying to lose the weight. Yes, I can't say it wasn't in the back of my head, but it was there, but it wasn't in the forefront, and it wasn't a constant thought pattern. It was just, how can I make the quality of my life better? And the only way I could do that is change my diet so I would feel better about myself. And when I feel better about myself, the weight comes off. So it follows after it. So if your focus is on trying to lose a certain amount of weight every week, and you focus on, and that if that works for you, do it. But I know for a lot of people that don't work, because it creates stress. It creates mental stress. And when you have mental stress, eventually your body is going to respond to that stress, and it won't let go of that fat. So stop worrying. Just stop it. Stop worrying about being skinny. Stress is real. And for most people like me, stress is my weight gainer. The weight loss will come. You got to stay on that diet and get that stress level down. Your life can be really good. You might not have a very stressful job. And if you do, it's consistent, and somehow you have learned how to manage that. So that's good. But when you can't manage your own mind frame about your body, and you're too worried about being small, there's no way you're going to lose that weight, because you're creating mental stress. And mental stress, what your mind thinks, your body follows. So if you want to lose weight, stop thinking about losing weight. I don't know any other way to say that. And I sit here and I look at these pictures, and I'm trying to remember, what was I thinking? Yeah, that's really what I was thinking. Was like, I'm not trying to lose weight. I just want to get healthy. I'm an athlete. I mean, I'm a pole competitor. I was a pole competitor at the time. And even though I won at, you know, only African American woman and, you know, what they call plus size, yeah, that was a pick me upper for me. But when my stepkids were here, it became a no, you know what, you need to be a better example as far as how you eat. I had to cook more often at home. It wasn't any more going out to eat and all of that stuff. So that kind of brought me into focus of, okay, I need to do this not just for me, but I have to do it for my family too. Yes, get excited when your clothes are looser. You also should get excited when your clothes are a little bit tight too at certain, because then you can tell, you can pay attention to your body too. Like, oh, what did I eat yesterday? Oh, what was I thinking? Or really listen to your body. Really listen to it. But I hope this was helpful to you guys. I hope so. I hope this was helpful. But I'm embarking on a new journey here. I want to build a little bit more muscle. So I'm going back to waist training. So you're going to start to see a lot more videos of that. There's a certain product that I've used before, and I'll be bringing that back in so I can show you. I have 2 questions, and you guys can answer whenever, you know, I finish saying what it is. So I hope this is helpful. But I'm looking into selling waist trainers. The ones that I find that are the best happen to be the boning kind, and I really want the ones that are for plus size women, because what the heck we're gonna do with the small ones? Like, what do we need those for? I want the, oh, I like this. Okay, so I've been doing some research about Herbalife, if you've heard of it. I've heard some pros and cons about Herbalife. The cons, which is kind of alarming to me, is the ingredients in some of them, and some of the products. And I'm going to kind of look into it a little bit more, because I know big for me is being clean or healthy, clean eating. However, I do understand that certain supplementations and certain things that are out there on the market does help with weight loss with a clean diet. So I'm thinking about getting into Herbalife. The pros that I have noticed from people who are using Herbalife, they've lost a lot of weight fairly quickly. I think my only problem is I'll answer that question in a second. My only problem with dealing with Herbalife and people who lose weight, it's just like once you lose the weight, you kind of stop eating right. You're just like, okay, I lost the weight, now I can go back to eating whatever the heck I want. No, you can't. I mean, a little bit you can, but not really. So it's like they don't continue that lifestyle. They only do it just for the point of losing weight and the vanity of it, which is okay. But, you know, if you want to keep that vanity, you got to do something about it. You got to keep doing what you started off in order to keep that or to maintain. But losing weight, someone was asking about which one should you focus on, bulking or cutting. If you're not trying to be a bodybuilder and you're not trying to be on stage, don't worry about those 2 aspects of bulking and cutting. Don't worry about it. It's not you. If you can tell me that you're about to do a bodybuilding competition, I'll tell you which one you do first. But I'm not going to promote that kind of thinking. The thinking that I'm promoting is health. Eat right. Just eat right. Just eat right. Just do it. The easiest thing is the hardest. We just don't want to eat right. We want to take this apart and try to do it some kind of like backhanded way and try and figure out what should I do first. Like, you know what you should do first? Clean your diet. Clean your diet. How do you do that? Fruits, vegetables, drink more water, and eat lean proteins if you're not vegan or vegetarian. Just focus on that and do that for a long period of time. And not just for a long period of time, do it for the rest of your freaking life. Change that. That's a lifestyle. Eat better. America does not eat better. We're the fattest country in the world, and it's because we won't eat right. We just won't. We're trying to find too many quick ways to lose weight. I mean, trying to find a magic pill, I don't know why we're doing that to ourselves. It's counterproductive. When someone tells you abs are made in the kitchen, they're telling you the truth. That's it. It is. Someone who said they believe that waist training is unhealthy and it smashes your organs. Well, I've been doing waist training for a number of years and my organs are fine. I've done a bodybuilding competition. I coach people. I mean, my organs are fine. My metabolism is great. My waist is small. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. So I hear people say it's unhealthy because it's well, yeah, if you got a corset on with like iron boning and you're squeezing it to make your waist smaller, then yeah, you're unhealthy. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. That people won't get the right size. They fear if I can get my waist in tighter if I just buy a smaller one. No. Just buy one that fits around your waist and sweat that mess off in some cardio and some weightlifting and call it a day. But it's not unhealthy. It's only unhealthy if you are wearing a boned corset. There's a big difference. And I have two different types. I have a boned corset. That's something you just wear for costume purposes. I don't know. People wearing them all day. For some, that may be an issue. I, for one, don't care to wear them all day. I know that they're made specifically for people to wear them all day. You should be able to wear them comfortably. They shouldn't be squeezing you in to that sense, but they're like body shapers, just with boning or plastic boning in them. But I, for one, I like waist training. I saw how it helped me. As I got better with it and understanding how it works, I realized that it's just better to get a neoprene waist trainer. You know, neoprene waist belts, those little, they're just a neoprene and you just strap them on and you do some cardio and you sweat a lot in that area, and that just kind of pulls the water weight out of from underneath your skin and kind of slim you down. The only way you're going to lose fat in your waistline is you need to get rid of your stress and change your diet. I'm not going to change what I'm saying because that's called consistency. I can't change that because that is the same for everybody, not just me, not just for a bodybuilder, not just for, I don't know who else we may be thinking of, but that is the truth for every person, every living human being. It's diet and stress. We're the most stressful country, and we are a country that eats the worst. So that should tell you something. So you got to fix you. Fix you. Don't think about losing weight. Think about getting healthy. The weight will come off. Don't think so hard about it. Don't think, should I bulk up or should I cut? Should I do keto or should I do intermittent fasting? Should I do carb cycling or should I? No, just focus on fruits, vegetables, and good proteins if you're not vegan or vegetarian, and just enjoy life. Enjoy life. Every now and then, have you some chocolate on that time of the month. And, you know, don't feel guilty about it, you know. But if that's your whole diet every day and you're always stressed out and you're always eating something when you're in the middle, you're not taking time. You're not taking time to stop and think of what you're doing and learn how to combat that bad habit. So learn how to combat these bad habits. You have to pull yourself out of it. My bad habit was stress eating. So, and especially eating at night. You don't think eating healthy will do it alone. I do, well, we're not perfect, first of all. There's too many ailments, and this is on a spiritual level, and not everybody is aware of it. But we're not perfect. We're not perfectly healthy. We're not perfect in mind. We're not perfect spirituality. We're not perfect. We are we're dented in who we are. We are not what we are is not what we were really created to be. So I will sell waist trainers. I really want to do like the neoprene waist belts and the ones that make you sweat. I don't want something that squeezes your body in or that will make you think you need to squeeze your body in. I'm really very particular of what these waist trainers will be, and I want them for women who are struggling with weight. I mean, not that I don't care about my people who have already lost weight, but really for the people who are struggling with weight and using that as a tool to bring the progress a little bit faster if they're eating and exercising consistently. So, but I'm thinking about Herbalife because the people that I've seen that are using it and they're doing it with a really good diet are losing the weight. Okay, so I guess no to Herbalife then. I mean, I really do care about you guys' opinion because you watch me, you support me, and it's something I'm thinking about to help people. But if the majority of you are like, no, I don't think you should even worry about that, just stick with, then I get it, I understand. But the waist trainers, yeah, I think I'm going to bring those in. So I was thinking about Herbalife. I've already mentioned to people about, wait, what's going on with, oh, I have messages. I didn't know it could do that. My phone. Oh, cool. Okay. I need to answer those messages. Another crutch. Carol, oh my goodness. Carolyn, she said that. Another crutch. Yes, okay. I like that opinion. I really like that opinion. Okay. And I hadn't thought of that. So you're right. It's another crutch. Herbalife, huh? And then I'm kind of already making my clients do somewhat of an Herbalife thing because it's about taking shakes, like shakes. They call them meal replacements. But to me, it's a meal. I mean, it's food, it's energy. You're eating it or whether you're drinking it, it's still a meal. But they call it meal replacements. But I do it in the form of the green smoothies and fruit. So it's kind of the same thing. But it's real food. So, or, you know, unfortunately, some of it might be genetically modified, but there's nothing we can do about it. At least it's fruit or, you know, whatever the vegetable may be. Okay, no to Herbalife. Okay, Tangela, I hear you. She like, no. I can imagine her saying it too. Okay. So no to it. Okay, the ladies have spoken. Like, no, don't waste my time. So yeah, and you control what's in it, Lord. You're right. You control what's in it. So I do hope this was helpful. I was trying to figure out how was I going to show you guys these photos. Like, I've taken so many photos over the years and I'm still taking more. I think there was one I missed catching, letting you guys see, because I have some that are edited that I put on my Instagram. The ones that I showed you guys are they're raw footages. They were just snapped pictures, and then the edited ones are like this because I was putting them on, you know, Instagram and showing, you know. So these are the edited ones. This is not edited. This is raw footage. So God, I was too small in that one. I don't know. I like myself at that. The 160, 170 was fine for me. This was 170, so that was fine for me. This 150 at this was different. My 147 now, I look a lot more toned. But yeah, these are pictures that were edited, so you can see. Why no to Herbalife? That's a good question. Why somebody's asking. I would like to know why people say no to Herbalife. That would help me. I do got an idea that people are saying no because of the ingredients that's in it. It could be that. But see, 2013, 220 pounds. 2015, I got to 150. Yeah. I use a tripod and my camera and on a timer, and that's how I take my pictures. So that's how these are done. So it's a big difference. I think these are all the edited ones. This was, it says 8 years ago. I mean, my 170, what the heck is that doing? My 170 looks a lot different. When I believe I was 27 or something like that. And they try to get you to say, okay, yeah, you know what, Lori, I'm listening to you because I've been thinking about it for different reasons. This is what I mean by a sweat belt. So I can close this one out. This is what I mean by, this was a company called Get Bodied. I don't even know if they even exist anymore, but this is a waist trainer / neoprene waist belt. You can wear it on top of your clothes, underneath your clothes, whatever you want to. So it's not that big of a deal, but I like these because they're pretty simple. But they do help. Here's another example of a neoprene waist belt that I'm talking about. Something simple like that. God, I looked way too funny looking in my face. Too small. Well, maybe not. But yeah, you look at yourself. I can be critical of myself too, guys. Don't think I can't be. But there's another folder. And then I gotta go. Okay, temporary fix. And yeah, okay, I get that with the Herbalife, a temporary fix. I have to say it was the same thing with Nina Detox. I used Nina Detox to help me, but it wasn't a temporary fix because I made sure that my diet stayed on point. So if a person takes Herbalife and they don't continue the diet that they started off with, then yeah, it is a temporary fix. The problem, and somebody said crutch, it is a crutch. So it's like they use it only, just they do everything they're supposed to just to lose the weight, but they don't continue it as a lifestyle. So that's where the problem is. When was this? It's 2014. So I like waist trainers like this. So those worked for me, but I have to find the folder. Oh, maybe I need to go back. I have so many folders. Oh my God. Dated Physique Update. There it is. These were my recent, like how my back is. The reason why I got my waist so small when you look at me from behind is because I work my back a lot. And being a pole dancer, that's one of the many muscles that you use is your shoulders, arms, and your back and chest. So my back is extremely wide. This is at 153. Best place to buy a good waist trainer is on Amazon. And there's like, the only creams that I've used was like Gel V, and there's another one that I use now that I can't say it's better than Gel V. It's just different than Gel V. But let's see if I can tell the difference. Yeah, so my back got wider, smaller, like slimming down for a competition was something. This was all during the time that I was learning how to slim my body down for being stage ready. So the diet was different, the cardio, the weight training, everything was different. But I think I got down, this is 150 something, and this is, yep, October 16th. So I do plan on selling waist trainers. I'm going to be selling different types of waist belts anyway. But you definitely, if you just like in a hurry, you can find it online, but it won't be long that I'll have it. And I plan on having it included with my training programs or with my online coaching program. So it's going to be included with it. It's what you get along with the training program, the training and the diet program, the online coaching. So that's actually how I'm going to do it, is add it with it. So, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I guess there's no to Herbalife, yes to waist trainers. I don't know if I'm going to ever do anything with my own supplements. So I have no idea what if I want to do a fat burner or not. I don't know if I'm just not interested in all this extra other stuff. I just want real foods. That's all I want. So I'll just keep continuing to do meal plans and stuff like that. So that's what I do. Oh, it's so good. So I will see you guys in the next live video. I may be able to get on here live next Wednesday. If not, you'll probably see a video in its place. I'm going to be uploading another lower body workout video. So if you haven't seen the previous one, do check that out. But I'm going to be sitting, then I can tell you guys if I'm going to be live Wednesday. But I got a feeling I'm probably going to be live again Wednesday next week. My website for online coaching is beautycutright.com. So the links will be down in the description box below after this video uploads, or you can go to any of my other videos, and the online coaching link is in the description box of my other videos too. It's $50 for 6 weeks. There's all this access that you have, all this wealth of information. And I do help you guys out. Right now, I'm struggling with my clients and their mindset because they've been consistent for a period of time. And sometimes with us as women, when you get consistent with something, but you see little or maybe no, or you think you see no progress, you become anxious and you're thinking it's not working. If it took you a long time, it might not have seemed that way, but it took a long time for you to gain that weight. It also is going to take a long time for you to lose it too. You're talking about trying to get your body back in the swing of things. Yes, waist training will work without Gel V or Sweet Sweat, because I did it for prep. I just didn't wear the crap. I didn't put anything on. I just wore the sweat belt. So you don't have to use Abilene and Gel V and all of that stuff if you don't want to. Just the sweat belt, the waist trainer. It's a mental thing. So it's a mental thing. But yeah, that's what I'm struggling with some of my clients. They're starting to feel a little anxious. You know, they're trying to get this scale number down. And I totally get it. I totally understand it. But doesn't mean anything. It does not mean nothing. You are trying to change your lifestyle. So stick in there. Stick in there. You have to grow to learn to love the habits that you are creating. I love the habits that I have created over the years. And now I am to a point where if those habits get broken, I'm mad. So I can't just let life take that away from me. So I schedule it in, I make time for it, and I get upset if it doesn't pan out the way it is. So it's come to that point for me. So these are new habits. Make them work for you to the point where you're upset if they don't work out for you, and then you start doing something about it. Don't stay stagnant and don't give up. But that's with some of my clients, I'm starting to hear that struggle of staying consistent is not an easy thing, because it can feel or seem boring, but it's worth everything that you're trying to do. It's worth it. So it's $50 for 6 weeks. It's $10 a month after to continue until you reach wherever goal that you're trying to get to. There's always access to my website. I use Periscope. I use Periscope to do live videos with just my clients. I'm still trying to figure out how I can do it with YouTube, because mostly everybody catches me on YouTube, but I want it private to my clients. We use the GroupMe app. They share their meals with me. I get to see, so I can decide whether there is a time where we need to tweak some stuff. It helps me understand how to help them listen to their body, because I'm seeing what's going on. So that does help. It does help. And make any adjustments if necessary, but my clients probably notice that I don't make a lot of adjustments to your diet at all anyway, because it doesn't make sense to be consistent or say keep the same thing over and over again. If you know that works, constant change just confuses your body. So I am going to, if you're my client, you got questions, you definitely can text me. Yes, don't use a scale, Tangela. That's stressful. So go to my website. You can book an appointment online. I actually have someone I have to talk to today. She's probably so excited. She's just been texting me. But yes, check out my online coaching. Today I got a couple of other clients I got to make sure I get to. Then I guess I'll see you guys next Wednesday, hopefully. If not, it'll probably be the last or the first week in November. I'm trying to do it every other Wednesday, but it looks like I'll probably be able to do it every Wednesday, since I've gotten some stuff out of the way. Some private things the ball is starting to roll. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video, whether it's edited or it's live. And let me know what you guys want to see in the next live video too. There's two things that I have in mind. Doing a band workout, lower body workout with the bands here at home, or foam rolling. So that's what I'm going to do. So one of those. But if you want me to talk about something specific, let me know. And you guys have a very encouraging, awesome day. Stay positive. Stay stress-free. Love your workmates. Don't kill them. And you guys have an awesome day. I love you guys very much. Thank you. Oh, how to deal with stress. Okay, bye. Yep, that's a good topic. Okay, bye.